Hey, what up, YouTube? Is your boy the stock dude back on the prowl again. In this video, I'm gonna make my case to you guys of why I believe that AMC's stock price will at least triple from its current value of what it is today. That's right. I think it will at least triple. Could go higher, but at least triple from what the price is currently today. Now, right now, the price comes in at $59.26. But in order to learn anything about the future, the first thing you got to do is study the past. So we're going to take a look at the chart pattern for AMC. Looking at the past, right here near the end of January, AMC's stock price topped out at around $20 per share. And as you can see, that became a huge area of resistance. So I'm going to take you to another chart. Right here, you look at this magenta colored line. That's that area of resistance where AMC peaked out back in January. Actually, it happened on January the 27th of this year. And coincidentally, that was during the same week where GameStop, their stock price had actually went crazy. Because a lot of times these meme stocks like AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, and Clover Health, heavily shorted stocks. They call them meme stocks. A lot of those meme stocks, they trade as a group. So when GameStop was going up and going crazy, guess what? AMC found a lot of buying pressure as well. So I'm going to take you to where this magenta line is right here. I made this nice and thick because I want to make sure that you can see it. Because this magenta line represents that high price back in January that AMC topped out at. And once it hit that high price around $20, AMC stock price started to immediately fall, as you can see right here. Then it went up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. That's what they call consolidation. So after hitting that major area of resistance, AMC stock price consolidated from the end of January until middle of May, actually. But the problem came right here, right where this red arrow is. This is pointing to the candlestick that caused the problem for the hedge funds and the people that are shorting the stock of AMC. Now, just to recap a little bit, hedge funds are shorting the AMC Entertainment stock. This is one of the most manipulated and heavily shorted stocks that's in the market. So when a hedge fund takes out a short position on a company, they basically betting on a company's stock price to fall. Now, from the information that I got, in this range right around here in the early part of February, the information that I have tells me that hedge funds took a short position on AMC stock right around the $10 mark. That's when they place money at that $10 mark, betting on AMC stock price to go lower. Now, at the time, it might have seemed like it was a decent wager for them to do that, because we was right there at the beginning of the pandemic, right around that time. Movie theaters was closed. So if a company is not open for business, then it's hard for them to make money. But what the hedge funds didn't anticipate is that the apes would get together. When I say the apes, I mean you, me, all the fellow investors in AMC would get together and say, oh, no, sir, you don't take them out of business. So they took a short position, the hedge funds did, right around $10. And once again, what this red arrow is, this is what I call the problem candle. This candlestick represents 1 day of trading. This is the problem candle for AMC short sellers. Once again, they took their short position hoping the stock would go down at around $10 a share. This big green candle, this weekly candlestick, broke through this huge area of resistance at around $20, this magenta line. Now think about it. If they shorten a stock at $10 and you have a big green candle that breaks through that resistance line through $20, that means you shorted at 10 and the price is above 20. So that means that the money that you invested, you're losing twice as much as you've invested because you shorted at 10. Now the price is 20 and beyond. So them guys is hemorrhaging money. They losing money quicker than a cancer patient losing weight. Now when they lose money, the hedge funds don't lose $100 or $1,000 like we do. They're losing millions and billions of dollars, all behind this what I call problem candle. Now once again, that's a huge area of resistance that big green candlestick broke through. Now once again, during the pandemic, AMC, as I said before, was closed. So in the hedge funds' mind, it was a good time to try to short that stock and take it down as close to zero as they possibly could because the theaters were closed. But what they didn't know is that the government would give AMC funding to help them with their business practice. And it's weird because I made this in a video back in February, if I'm not mistaken, when I recommended AMC stock for you guys back at the price of $3.50 a share. I didn't know at the time, but I was looking at the inflow and the money going into that stock was letting me know that AMC won't go on out of business no time soon because it was too many millions of dollars going into the stock at that $3.50 range. Now, once again, that's the problem candlestick right there. Hedge funds have been doing all they possibly can do to keep AMC's stock price as low as possible because they're losing money hand over fist. That's why you're hearing all of the negative articles coming out. You're hearing all the negative talk on television telling you not to buy AMC. Reason they're telling you not to buy it is because they want to close out their losing positions by buying back shares of AMC. So the hedge funds, the only way they can stop losing money is to close out those positions that they went short on. The only way to close out a short position is to actually buy back shares in the market, in the stock market, and return them at a lower price back to the brokerage firm. But the problem is people keep buying AMC every time the price dips down. AMC is very bullish right now. It's in a massive uptrend, as you can see right here, that started right around near the end of February and has been slowly trending higher ever since then. And this is a huge bullish candlestick right here. This green candlestick is massive. Now once again, I'm gonna lay out to you why I believe that AMC's stock price will at least triple in value from what it is today. Looking in the past, once again, AMC peaked out right here near $20. Lots of money was placed at this $20 level right here, betting AMC stock price would fall. And for a while, they were right. But until you are wrong, you can continue to be right. But when that stock price shot up to the moon like it did right here at the end of May, guess what? They ain't right no more. So the whole point of the hedge funds is to manipulate the stock price of AMC as much as they possibly can to drive the stock price lower. So I'm going to take you to another chart right here of AMC. AMC stock price, the resistance area, as I showed you before, was right here at $20. When AMC broke through the $20 mark, it peaked and closed at a price of over $60. Think about it. It broke through this huge area of resistance, which used to be the old high price of AMC of $20. Once this big green candlestick broke through that $20 price, the price skyrocketed up to near $60 a share. The old high was $20 a share. It was taken out by buying pressure. That big green candle spiked the price up over 70, but then closed right around 60. That's a 300% gain from $20 on up to $60 where it closed at. 3 times 20 equals 60. $20 was the old high. $60 is right here where we're closing now, near the new high. So the reason that I believe that AMC's stock price will at least triple is because of this big yellow line right here. This is what I call the money line. Now the reason I call this big yellow line of resistance the money line is because this is the new high price of AMC. Now as you see, the price is right around $72.65 per share. Right here where this big arrow is and this big thick bright yellow line. As you see looking at this chart, when it hit that area of resistance, that was the highest point. Price sailed down and continued to fall. Went up a little bit, retraced near that high line where the yellow is, sailed down and trickled down lower. And as you see, we are now in a brand new bullish channel, as right here by this blue line. And this is a beautiful uptrend. As you can see, it's respecting the price of these candles, is respecting that dark blue line. In other words, it's not going much lower than that blue line. So as long as the stock price of AMC remains in this channel, sooner or later, I don't know when, but I know sooner or later, in my estimation, it's going to break this big yellow line, which is the highest point of AMC's stock trading price, $72.65. All it would take is for some of this volume to pop through this yellow line, and once again, this is the high price of $72.65. That's the high, $72.65. Now previously in the past, when that line of $20, which was the old resistance line, was broken, from that line of resistance to the high, AMC's stock price tripled. That's what it did in the past. So if it did that in the past, and I'm looking at this massive influx of volume on this green candle here, this lets me know that heavy buying pressure is still coming into this wedge channel. Being that green big huge candlestick is right there that touched that big money line, sooner or later it's gonna pop through. And at a price of $72.65, if you multiply that times 3, my projected price of AMC is over $217 per share. That's just what I think. But as I always say, I am not a stock expert, nor do I play one on YouTube. But my advice to you, do your own research, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Stock Dude going to hold, and I underscore and underline hold my shares of AMC stock until this thing breaks beyond this big money line, because once this thing breaks out and it has to close above this money line, close, not poke through and come down, close above that big money line. Once it does that, this thing is going to skyrocket at least to over $200 per share. Just in case you don't know, I'm the one known as the Stock Dude, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I ask you, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. This is why I believe AMC stock price will at least triple from this point forward. I just want you to be holding on to them shares when it happens. I'm the one known as the stock dude. Holla at your boy. Peace.